Well, all three of these men grew up in tough, poor neighborhoods, two of them in inner-city New York and Harlem. All three men never knew their fathers, and all three told me that most of the kids they grew up with are either in jail or dead from drugs or gunshot wounds. Yet each of these men has achieved. So how did they get out? What made them so special, so different? Their story is inspiring.
Here we have now with the axial scan through the fetal brain.
Their specialty, high-risk pregnancies, moms and babies with health risks to overcome. And each of these men has overcome their own hardships to get here. All grew up poor, without fathers, in gang-infested areas.
There was a theme that if you were in this area, either you joined a gang or you were against the gang, in which case you got assaulted.
Dexter Page counted on sports as his ticket out. His dream of playing for the Knicks ended with a disabling injury. He was ready. As a kid, his mom warned him to prepare for more than shooting baskets.
I didn't appreciate it at the time, but my mother was always one that was grounded in anything can happen to you, anything can be taken from you, but it can't take your education. And when New York City schools were on strike and everybody was out playing in the summertime, you know, I had homework assignments.
Numbers runners, gamblers were Kevin Gomez's role models growing up, but his mother pushed him to aim high. He made it out of the neighborhood to college and med school, and then was hit with another obstacle, cancer at age 20. He fought back, not listening to the people who told him to give up. It was a turning point, he says, made him a better doctor and a better man.
That was the biggest wake-up call that I ever had, because then I realized, I said, you know what, you can't just coast through life. You have to literally decide what's important to you in your life. You have to establish your priorities, and you have to really have a great appreciation for the life that you do have, every moment of it.
All the strikes were against Dr. Brad Bootstaler, too. No father and a mother who died when he was just 12. He says he got here by listening to the people with a positive message, blocking out the naysayers.
That is how all this has been brought forward, is that inspiration, that negative experience, saying that I will not succumb to it.
Now, besides their obvious strength of character, the common thread among all these men was their education. All three of them were hitting the books when other kids their age were hitting the streets. And all three of them worry about kids who these days